long lines of an aerial artist. The grace and elegance of a performer. The focus and intensity of a contender. All of these qualities of the best gymnast in Europe on display today in spectacular Paris, France. And welcome to the Palais Omnisport de Bercy. Athletes representing 34 European countries have traveled here to compete in the 2000 European Gymnastics Championships presented by Celebrex. And first up is 20-year-old Simona Amenar from Romania. She's one of 24 athletes who qualified for today's all-around final.
A solid start for Simona. Some gymnasts like to start on the beam to get it out of the way. I know I did.
The European Championships in 1998, she took the bronze medal on this beam, but most of her success, Nadia, has come on the power events like floor and vault. Now you hear music in the background. That's because in today's all-around final, there are 4 events going simultaneously. So that music is from a floor exercise routine going on right next door.
And this is the gym agro combination, which is a combination of a dance and acrobatic move. Most gymnasts have 2 of these in the routine in case they miss one of them. And this is the second one. This is a good routine for her, and she seems very confident. Great start.
Beautiful combination of 2 back handsprings to the double back to finish for Amenar. We'll come back for her score, but quickly, let's go over to the uneven bars, because first up there is Esther Moya, the 1999 Spanish national champion.
In general, the Spanish team is very clean in execution. Oh, she has a couple of form breaks here at her giant swing. And a little low there in a transition to the low bar.
You talk about clean execution. Look at the leg form. Beautiful toe point.
And double front with a half turn.
Well done for Esther Moya. In the first of 4 events here in the women's all-around competition, the score for Simona Amenar on the beam, a strong 9.762 in her first performance. And the score for Esther Moya, 9.587. Now to Andreea Raducan. From Berlad, Romania, she burst onto the scene at the 98 Junior European Championships in St. Petersburg, Russia.
The music is river dance, and I love this routine. This is a great choreography by Mariana Aristea, who is now in Deva working with the Olympic team.
This is certainly an improvement for the Romanian team, not known for expressive choreography in the past.
too much energy for Andrea in her last pass here.
What a powerhouse. Triple twister at the end. And the crowd certainly enjoyed it. 9.65 the score for Raducanu in the first rotation here in Paris. Hi everyone, along with Nadia Comaneci, I'm Bart Connor, and as you can see, we're off to a terrific start here in Paris at the European Championships. Nadia, it is a strong field. In fact, 9 of the top 15 from the most recent World Championships are here to compete for that coveted all-around medal at the European Championships.
Yes, and one of the favorites is the world and Olympic gold medalist Svetlana Horkina from Russia. She is so amazing, and she's looking very fit and healthy. Plus, she's been doing those routines for many years, and she looks comfortable and confident.
We've already seen the Romanians off to a good start in the all-around competition. Tell us about some of the other contenders today as well.
We should also watch for the very powerful Victoria Karpenka of Ukraine. She's so strong physically and well-trained, and she does very difficult routines with ease.
Now, one historical note, in 1992, Tatiana Gutsu, she won the European Championships and went on to win the Olympic gold that very same year. The same thing happened in 1996 with Lilia Podkopaeva. So the winner of today's all-around gold medal may very well be our next Olympic champion as well. And the reigning champion is still to come in the first rotation. Welcome back to Paris and the 2000 European Gymnastics Championships. This Fox Sports Net special is brought to you by Celebrex. Talk to your doctor about Celebrex. Dating back to the 13th century, Notre Dame still stands as a model of the grandeur of French Gothic architecture. Competition continues here in the first rotation. This is Olga Rashukina of Ukraine on the beam.
I love that she does very different combinations. Like this one, front aerial connected with front aerial a quarter turn.
She's had a great deal of success on this event at the 99 World Championships in China. She won the bronze medal.
This is another one of the gym acro combination, which is a requirement.
Another one of those front side somersaults. That's her 4th forward flipping movement in this routine. She sure is comfortable with that kind of element.
And great finish for Rashukina. She seems more powerful since the last time we saw her. As you see on this mount, really high, as well as 2 back handsprings, double back dismount.
Well, the judges certainly appreciated it. 9.712 in the first rotation for Rashukina. Now to the floor. Svetlana Horkina, the reigning European champion in the all-around as well as the floor exercise. The music, by the way, is called Bésame Mucho, which means kiss me a lot.
You know, but this routine is not too much about the choreography, but more about attitude and who can do this better than Horkina.
She just works it. You know, now I think she's the only gymnast in the building who could pull off a routine like that. It's all about schmaltz.
You're right, Bart, and watch how she sells the tumbling and the dance combination.
Two and a half twister to a punch front, and she floats down like a butterfly.
Beautiful.
Now to the bars. This is Victoria Karpenka. Remember, there are 4 events going on simultaneously here at the all-around competition. So this routine happened at the same time as Horkina's floor.
And this is a routine packed with difficult combinations and release moves. And she's very clean in execution.
What a contrast in body styles from the long, lanky Horkina to the short, muscular Karpenka. Solid double layout at the end. That routine scored a 9.8, by the way. And we go back to Horkina's floor score, 9.775 for her in the first rotation. Nearly 12,000 people on hand to see the all-around finals today, and this is Yelena Zamolochikova of Russia. Talk about power. Watch this.
Wow.
This young lady is only 80 pounds, and it's all muscle.
Quick, Bart.
You think she had a little too much caffeine this morning? Yelena Zamolochikova.
She's very powerful. Watch this pass. It is a double back with a double twist. In contrast with Horkina, she's not that polished. She doesn't quite straighten her legs. But the girl can fly.
That brings to conclusion the first round of competition, 9.675, the score for Yelena Zamolochikova. Here are the standings, the top 6 after the first rotation. Karpenka with that 9.8 on the bars, our leader. We'll be back with more gymnastics on Fox Sports Net. And welcome back to Bercy Arena in Paris. Competition now starts in the second rotation with Victoria Karpenka, our leader after the first.
Oh, that's a little mistake, at least 2 tenths deduction.
Once again, this is the all-around competition. That's why you hear the music in the background from a floor exercise routine going on simultaneously.
combination, she was just a little off.
It's interesting to look at her style because she certainly doesn't have the fluidity that you see from Horkina, but she has the power.
And great dismount for her.
Well, she doesn't look too pleased after that difficulty at the beginning of the routine.
Yes, she's a little bit off. Not only that she gets a deduction for losing her balance, but she also lost her chance to do her connection to get bonus points.
Score a 9.35 for Karpenka. To the vault now, Zamolodchikova. She's the reigning world champion on this event.
Wow.
She hardly comes to a stop, ever.
She had a little form break in a pre-flight. But man, this is a hard vault.
And look at this. She never quite comes to a complete standstill. Her score on her first vault at 9.612. Here's her second. The scores will be averaged in today's all-around competition.
And this was a 9.90 start value vault. Her arms were a little bent when she came to the horse. And as a result, she's a little short on the landing.
The score for Zamolodchikova, second vault, the same as the first, 9.612. When we come back to France, more gymnastics on Fox Sports Net. Bercy Arena in Paris has played host to many world-class events, and today it's gymnastics. The all-around finals of the European Championships, and up on the beam now, Esther Moya from Spain.
Au sol, le sein 317, représentant la Pologne, Joanna Stibo.
No more than 2 athletes from any one country can qualify through to the all-around final. For Spain, we have Moro and Moya. Normally, you might expect to see the Spanish star Laura Martinez in this competition. She had a disastrous 8.925 on the beam in the qualifying round and didn't make it to today.
Nice round-off layout. I've seen higher ones, but this was solid.
Now, you mentioned that the Spanish team known for clean execution and good form. It's evident here. Oh, little bobble.
Great landing after this 2.5 twister. This mount is a combination of shoulder stand and chest stand. It's called the Silivash after the Romanian gymnast Daniela Silivash. And this 2.5 twister dismount is a blind landing, but she doesn't have any problems with that.
And a very respectable 9.662 for Esther Moya on the beam. Now in the second rotation, Horkina on the vault. Let's take a look at what happened on her first vault. She does this Yurchenko with a 1.5 twist. This has traditionally been a weak event for her. She comes up way short of rotation and barely stays on her feet. The score for the first vault, 9.225. Here's her second vault.
And this is a Horkina vault because she was the gymnast to first do that. This was better than the first vault, and because of what happened on the first vault, she overcompensated. That's why she made a big step on the landing.
Now to the floor, Simona Amenar. This is a new floor routine to Romanian folk music.
She's well known for her power, but I see here an improvement in her presentation. This is more expression that I've seen from her before.
Well, certainly get a big score for that routine after a strong start on the balance beam. She's followed up here in the second rotation with a terrific floor.
And watch this power.
This, as you mentioned, Nadia, is what she's known for. Beautiful double layout at the beginning.
And watch her beautiful presentation. This is so much better than before.
But at the end of the day, she gets high marks from the judges because of moves like this. Watch this front somersault through to a triple twist. And this triple just hangs in the air. And a score for Simona Amenar, 9.75. So let's take a look at the standings. After 2 rotations at the halfway point, Amenar, our leader, Horkina dropped to 5th after that weak score on the vault. We'll be back. And welcome back to Paris, which is also the scene of the Junior European Gymnastics Championships, which brings us to International Gymnast Magazine's Rising Stars.
The winner of the all-around for this juniors competition was this exciting new gymnast from Romania, Sabina Cojocar, 14 years old. And the second place in all-around went to another Romanian gymnast, 15 years old, Silvia Stroiescu. Very quick and powerful, as you can see here on the beam. And third place in all-around went to Russia's Natalia Zhiganshina, who has high level of difficulty in clean technique on the uneven bars.
And now in the senior competition, there are our leaders, Amenar, Rashevkina, and Zamolodchikova, the top 3. Here is Victoria Karpenka. She's currently in 4th place. This is a new floor routine to the music of The Saint. twisting double back at the end of that routine. 4 powerful tumbling passes for Victoria Karpenka, and not one smile.
This is the double back with full twist, no sweat. This is proof how physically fit she is.
And still no smile. 9.775 from the judges. To the vault now, Simona Amenar, the Olympic champion, 2-time world champion on this event. She's amazing here.
Wow, you know, she's been doing this vault for a long time, but she's continuing improving her form and technique.
And it was very exciting yesterday. She did this vault with an extra half twist in the practice. She elected not to do it in competition here, but maybe we'll see it in Sydney. First vault score 9.7 in the all-around competition. They do 2 different vaults, and the score is averaged.
And this vault is called a Phelps, after the American gymnast J.C. Phelps. You know, sometimes she really pikes this vault, but this is much better than I've seen before. And she lands a mile away from the horse.
And another solid score for Simona Amenar, 9.65. 3 events very strong for her today. Now to the beam, Sara Moro of Spain.
She's really clean.
Once again, you hear that music in the background. How difficult is that, Nadia, to concentrate when there's a floor routine going on right next to you?
We used to train this at home, and because of the concentration that I had when I was performing on the beam, I didn't even hear the music.
Very exciting that the Spanish team looks so good here.
This is a quick combination with 3/4 Shushinova.
You know, we expect the Russians, Romanians, Ukrainians to look really solid, but I think Spain has announced that they may be a medal contender at the Olympics in Sydney as well with gymnasts like this. Beautiful technique and form.
Wow. I like the diversity of choosing her elements and combinations.
High level of difficulty and beautiful form and execution. Expect a big score for Moro when we come back. We're back at the European Championships. Sara Moro's score a 9.7 on the beam. To the bars quickly, Andreea Raducan of Romania.
And she's doing a couple of nice inverts here.
Have not been known to do very challenging routines, but consistent and clean routines on the bars. That will score pretty well. Let's take a look at these hand guards, Nadia. It looks like nothing more than a piece of gauze wrapped around her wrists instead of the leather hand guards that many of the other gymnasts use.
Well, it's a Raducan creation, I guess. And here comes the dismount, a double front with a half twist, almost around.
Pretty good score for that, 9.6 on the bars for Raducan here in the 3rd of 4 rotations as she gets congratulations from head coach Octavian Bellu. We go back to the bars because Horkin is on the bars and she is the queen of this event. Three-time world champion, reigning Olympic champion. She owns this event.
You know, it looks like she's automatically doing this routine like a car who knows the way to the office.
Stuck to landing. Hard to believe you can even be stylish on the uneven bars, but she is.
Now, as I said that she's been doing this routine for a while. Watch this dismount. She's a little bit off, but yet she knows how to finesse the landing.
Talk about finesse, 9.875 the score. So with that, Horkina moves from 5th up to 2nd place, just 15 1/100ths of a point behind Amanar, our leader, with 1 rotation to go.
Don't go away, we'll be right back.
We're ready now for the 4th and final rotation here in Paris at the European Championships in the all-around competition. And Nadia, it is a close battle. The top 4 are separated by about 0.2 of a point.
Yes, it will be very exciting because Horkina and Zamolodchikova will finish on a balance beam, and the leader, Simona Amunar, will go on to her most challenging event, the bars. In fact, yesterday she made a major mistake in team competition. After she did 1.5 period, she went for her release move and pulled it too close to the bar, and she wasn't able to make the transition into the lower bar, and she had to make an extra swing.
Her score was only a 9.162.
But her teammate Raducanu was very solid on the beam with this full twist.
9.85, one of the highest scores of the day.
For Ukraine, the 2nd place team, Tatiana Yarosh, nailed the beam routine with a round-up back and spring double back somersault.
9.65 was her score.
And one of her teammates, Victoria Karpenka, powered through a great tumbling run to score a 9.8. And for the winning team, Russia was led by a strong performance by Elena Produnova, who was just solid and nailed it.
9.825 was her score for that floor routine.
And Svetlana Horkina delivered the critical performance on the beam on the last rotation to win the team gold.
9.775 was her score, and the Russian team celebrated. So here were the top 6 in the team competition: Russia, Ukraine, and Romania, Spain, Italy, and France. The top 6 at the European Championships. In the all-around, here we are getting ready for the 4th and final rotation. Amanar still our leader. Olga Rashupkina now on the bars, currently in 5th place in the all-around. This is a great event for her.
She has great form and good technique. And I also love that she has a diversity of skills.
High level of difficulty, incorporating inverted giant swings as well as nice release moves.
Nice routine for her. Now look at the concentration on her face.
It's a long way for a little gymnast like her from that low bar up to the high bar. How about this release move? This is called a Jaeger, a straddle front somersault. Look at the intensity in her face as she re-grabs the bar. 9.637 for Rashupkina. Now to Horkina on the beam.
And the most important part of this routine for her is the mount and the opening tumbling pass.
Well done.
after she's made those opening moves, she's home free because she had designed her routine in such a way that it would be hard to make a mistake.
Feet 5 inches tall, her center of gravity is much higher over the beam than some of the tiny gymnasts, and yet she seems to finesse all of her little balance checks and not give away any major deductions. That is why she's a master. Wow. How about that look on her face? She knows she delivered a solid performance.
Watch this on her third move, which is the back handspring. She bends her arms and moves her shoulders forward to make sure that she fits her long body on the beam.
Now this dismount is a double twister, not particularly difficult, but because she does it off the side and the way she does it, she sells it beautifully. 9.737 the score for Horkina on the beam. Which means now Zamolodchikova, if she could score more than a 9.8, she could take the lead outright over Horkina. That may be tough for her to do. She's a little sloppy on this event.
You know, Bart, this is a great contrast to Horkina.
It's true, she's about half as tall.
And she's a little nervous. But she has great difficulties and great skill combination. As you said, she's just a little sloppy.
Boy, she does a lot of stuff though, doesn't she? Doesn't have the ability to sort of finesse a small balance check like Horkina, so if she's a little off, you notice it, and there's room for a deduction.
Wow, difficult dismount.
Full twisting double at the end, and that's why she gets big scores, because few gymnasts do such high level of difficulty.
Watch this replay. Her 4 toes from her left foot are a little off, but she's still strong enough to muscle the next move.
She's got a strong big toe.
One more time. This girl can fly.
And her score, a 9.675, so she's in second place, but Simona Amenar of Romania has a chance to win it all when we come back. This Fox Sportsnet special is brought to you by Celebrex. Talk to your doctor about Celebrex. Well, here's a young lady who likes being the center of attention, Svetlana Horkina. Got a cell phone there, probably calling her agent. She's our all-around leader. 2 performances to go. This is Raducan of Romania, currently in 7th place in the all-around. But Nadia, this is one of her best events, the balance beam.
Yes, and I love this event for Andrea. It is also a critical event for the all-around title. Now watch this move. Back handspring into a full twist. No problem.
You notice her style, there are very few pauses. It looks a little bit like her floor choreography. She's always moving.
round coming up for Raducanu, which is a double pike. Very good.
No problem for her.
You know, one thing I like about her is that she goes for her difficult moves even under pressure. Like here, watch this, back handspring into a full twist. Absolutely no problem.
But with a score of 9.75, she will finish out of the medals. But here is the woman who could win it all right now with this uneven bars performance. Nadia, as we showed earlier, she had trouble on the bars yesterday in the team competition. She'll have to do better today. Oh, she went the wrong way in that handstand.
Even earlier than before. This is the third time on a row, last year in China, and 2 times at this European Championship. She made this major mistake.
On the bars.
Oh, that's too bad.
Oh, what a shame. She had a chance with a modest score to win it all. What happens here is she does a handstand, and she's supposed to come back this way to the left side of the screen, and she went over the top. She had to take 2 extra swings and continue her exercise. Of course, there'll be a major deduction.
And the good dismount was not enough to save her from the earlier mistake.
And so with a disappointing score of an 8.887, Amanar will drop all the way off the leaderboard, all the way down to 8th place. There are the final standings. Svetlana Horkina. She repeats as the European all-around champion. She's precise. She's polished. She's poised. And she's nearly perfect. Remember to watch for the individual event final competition from the European Championships next month on Fox Sports Net. For Nadia Comaneci, I'm Bart Connor. Thanks for watching.